Hi guys, bit of a different video than normal, this one. It's a Thursday night. England have all just gone out of the World Cup, which I'm not all that worried about, to be fair. It'll stop people being deluded that they were ever going to do anything well. Anyway, football aside, that's not what this video is about. This is, first and foremost, a thank you to all the subscribers that I've got, and a thank you to the people such as Jason Pryor. Put a lovely video out this morning, chatting with him last night on Facebook, and as a result of that, and through no push of my own, he's going to put that video on this morning and boosted my subscriber level up again. Like Vidic Beer, Nick, got plenty of subscribers as a result of your comments, and then all the other guys, the guys who were involved in the wargaming community, the guys who are on the Help for Heroes campaign and stuff. It's just nice to see, it really is, and I appreciate it all. The reason I ended up doing a YouTube channel was to see what sort of response I would get back for my work, because we all doubt our work, don't we? And I've been speaking with Jason again tonight about bouncing a couple of ideas off him. What it's made me decide to do is bounce those ideas off you guys out there in the community, because this is something that's going to be UK wide, and unfortunately it can't be international, but I want opinion from international people as well. I'm in a position at the moment where my contract has ended work-wise, so I'm at a loose end, hence why I've got so much time on my hand to do my ultramarines. And as a result of that, I get to thinking, and I always come back to this same thing of, I'm self-employed, but what I haven't got is my own shop that I can go and put a key in each day. And long story short, to cut it to basics, I'm toying with opening up a wargaming store. Lots of people have done it, lots of people have failed. Lots of people have done it, and lots of people have been successful. Some people just have online stores. I'm going to mix a combined effort of everybody's success that I see around the world, wargaming store-wise. I can pick something out of each of them that's really good, and with a lot of them I can pick things that maybe they could do better. That's what I do for a living. I troubleshoot car dealerships, so I can see strengths and weakness in business. That's not to say that I can get it perfectly right, though. I've potentially found a premise, which is huge, bigger than what I need. I spoke with GW this afternoon about their stocking requirements and the whys and wherefores, what I can do, what I can't do, and I'm not allowed to sell anything internationally. So unfortunately, you guys in Australia or America who are paying ridiculous amounts of money for your GW stuff, I can't legally sell to you. Well, legally I can, but I can't keep my contract with Games Workshop if I supply outsource to you. The only way I could do it is you buy it from me and get it posted to a UK address, and then get somebody from the UK to post it out to you. That's a whole lot cheaper, and I can do that. But anyway, let's not break the rules before I've started. But yeah, I'm going to look at selling the full extensive range of GW products, because my opinion of GW stores has massively changed in the last 6 weeks. I was the guy who was writing on the forums and who was all pro GW store, support your local store, put the money through their till, don't buy it off someone else for 10% cheaper. You go into the store, you play the game in the store, you use their time and expertise and blah 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 blah, and you use them as a community hub, so you should support them. Well, GW went and let me down. They sacked the store manager of my local store for missing target 2 months on the run. Whether there was more to it than that, I don't know. He assures me not, but and I believe him. I've got no reason to doubt him. But as a result of that, and a few other things I've experienced with them, I'm not interested in GW stores anymore. They're very blinkered in their vision, and this isn't going to turn into a GW rant. I love the company. If I didn't like the company, I wouldn't play their games. I'd find something else to do, but I do like them. So what I thought was, well, if you can't beat them, join them, but just do it better. So I'm going to open up my own store. Hopefully, this is still only a business plan stage. It's going to be a huge store, as I say, from a retail point of view at the front. I'm looking to have 10, 12, maybe even as many as 14 tables, full size 6x4 tables in the store, ready for game playing, and they will all have space down the side for reserves and dead piles and stuff like that, because that's one of my big bugbears. Even when I go to a tournament at GW at Nottingham, you have reserves on your army, your flyers and everything, and there's nowhere to put them. You have to balance them precariously on a stool, which is liable to get knocked, or you put them on the battlefield, which is, oh yeah, and they're just sort of like tucked to the side where they're coming on next turn, and they're not meant to be there. So I think, well, no, I'll put those spaced down the side. 70% of my stock, I would imagine, will be GW stock. So I'm going to stock the full range that I'm allowed to stock, which is 900 products. And fine, you can order the rest through the store. It will be slightly cheaper than GW, but not massively. At the end of the day, I'm going to be in business. I'm going to have to make money as well. But I'm looking at stocking other gaming systems. So I'd have 6 or 7 GW tables out, swapped between 40k and fantasy as required. If anybody really wants to come in and play Hobbit, then I suppose I can help them out with that, although I don't think the call for it is very big. And then the other 4 to 6 tables would be other gaming systems. So the likes of Infinity, as Jason's just been saying, is massive in America. It's not so big here. It might come big. Drop Zone seems to be taking off quite big. Flames of War seems very popular. A couple of others that were just mentioned to me was like Dust Tactics I've not heard of. Zombie Apocalypse. I play X-Wing, so I'd have a much smaller table for X-Wing. There'd be like a couch area for like people to go and sit. There'd be coffee and snacks available. I always find that when I'm in anywhere playing a game, I love nothing more than to go and get a drink and a Mars bar or whatever it might be. And from a business point of view, that makes sense to me, because I can make money out of chocolate bars. it all goes through to it. The numbers look okay business-wise, but what I'm asking you guys is, I need as many either comments in the comment section or private message me. I don't care how you get in touch with me, but please, I'm desperately looking for feedback here of, would you guys be interested in something like this? So, not a GW store in its true essence, but that kind of thing, but where there are plenty of tables, not just one table where you've got to wait around until people have finished playing it. There's going to be an abundance of tables that will be free of charge to come in and play throughout the daytime. Plus there'll be other game systems, there'll be painting stations, I'll run demonstration games and tutorials. I'm obviously going to have to learn how to play all these other games now as well. And then I'll have, as I say, a chill out area where people can just come in, sit down, have a coffee and a chat. If they want to paint models or build models, they can do. If they don't, they can just sit on the comfy chairs and the couches and beanbags or what have you, and just chat about things in general. There'll be like a TV up there, and maybe a couple of consoles or computers. I don't know, but I can't be as cheap as the likes of Whaling Games. I can't be knocking 20-30% off my minis, because I wouldn't make a profit out of it then at that point. There would be a loyalty scheme in place, but would people be loyal enough to buy from my store rather than just coming in and using my store and then buying from, say, the likes of Whaling Games? I know I was one of those people. I put everything through Games Workshop Southport when I could have got it cheaper, and I mean thousands of pounds I put through that shop, which could have saved an awful lot of money, but I didn't, because I believed in supporting my store. And I'd like to believe that the general community is that way as well. It's going to be based in North End of Liverpool, so to you guys out there in the community, I'd probably never see any of you in my store. You could buy it off me online, but I want to know that if something like this opened up near you, whether you've got a GW store or a gaming store that you go to, where does your loyalty lie? How do you work it? Is it something that's right? And then the second part to it all, which isn't so much part of the business plan, but could be really exciting. I'm going to have about 300 square metres of open space enclosed space, I should say, sorry, basically warehouse space in the back that I could convert into a mini Warhammer world. I can put 50 tables, easily. I'd get 50 tables in the back of there, and I can run tournaments, whether they be monthly, quarterly, same sort of thing that you see at GW. I don't think I'd want to be going into these like overpowering, uber competitive, just let's see who rolls the most ones to see who loses sort of thing. I'm not into that kind of game, and that's not why I do the hobby. But I would run the likes of Throne of Skulls, that kind of friendly tournament where it's got a competitive edge to it. It definitely has, and there's prizes and so on and so forth, but it's more about the fun than the competition. But I would also allow, as again I've just been saying with Jason, is I would be allowing non-GW minis. So those people who take a Typhus army, you don't have to have GW zombies. You can have zombies from any model that you want. If you could do any mad conversions, I'm all for them. Converting is my favourite part of the hobby, and I would suggest that maybe people need to send me a little email picture, just to say, listen, this counts as such and such. Is that going to be acceptable? If I think it's acceptable, then that means the gamers should think it's acceptable. And I'd run them over a weekend, as I say, once a quarter. You pay £60 for a GW tournament for a full weekend. I'd probably look at doing about £40 for a full weekend, and it'd be in the northwest. So for those people who are in the northwest, or even not necessarily northeast, but are too far away from Nottingham that they can't necessarily get down there, you can get to me and do tournaments that way. And I'd say it's a back burner kind of thing, just because I'd have the space there. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Am I just a hobbyist wanting a shop and living in a dream world, or is it a feasible business? Do any of you know somebody that runs a similar sort of store, or do any of you even run similar sort of stores? If you do, what are you finding the trends are? What games are selling well? What games do you wish you'd never invested your money in and you can't make a penny out of, and even if you try to sell at cost, it's not going? I need, in the words of Johnny Five from Short Circuit, input. That's what I need. I need input. I need to know, before I go sinking tens of thousands of pounds into setting this business up, am I just throwing caution to the wind and thinking, wow, yeah, I can do this, this would be great, I can make a shop out of my hobby? There are lots of other things that I would do to try and make it work. My online sales will probably count for, I would imagine, easily 70% of my sales would be online sales, and then I'd do commission conversions, commission painting. I'd have club nights through the week, so the shop would be open 12 till 6 maybe, pretty much GW time scales, but it'd be 7 days a week, and then maybe 2 or 3 evenings a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday maybe. I'd open 6 till 10, or 6 till 10:30, however I manage it, and they'd be club nights. So yes, you can come in and play of a daytime for free, but of those nights you pay £3 or £4, but they're campaign nights, so you're always involved in something that's a bit more, and there'll be a little prize at the end of it, whether it be a trophy or a free mini. I don't know what it would be, but it would add to it, and it's another way of getting revenue, because I know, again, myself as a hobbyist, and I will believe that most of us are impulsive buyers. If you're playing in a campaign and you're surrounded by cool things to buy, then all of a sudden you end up buying them. So you go in to play your campaign game, and somebody, I don't know, the first time I looked at the Helldrake model and I wasn't a fan of it at first, and then the first time I played against the Helldrake, I was like, right, I need one of them now. So I went and bought 2, because that's me, I'm impulsive, and I think I had too much money to throw away at the time. But they're the sort of things that I'd want to do. I look at some YouTube channels. One in particular that stands out is Blue Table Painting, Sean Gately. Brilliant. Some people think he's barking mad. Sean, if you're watching this, good job over there, mate. He's got a fantastic business. He doesn't do, he's not a shop in the fact of a store. He doesn't do gaming tables for people to come in and play, but he does a painting and building service, everything from building a Forge World model that some people can't do, to painting up full armies. He has a trade store program where you can trade in your old models, and he advertises massively through YouTube, hence why I'm here with this video. The more and more subscribers I get, the more advertising I've got free for my company, without ramming it down you guys' throats. It's not just going to be, oh, Martin's put another advertisement up. Mine's going to be battle reports of people playing battles in store, live battles that I would upload, and then projects that are ongoing. So yes, there will be an element of advertising in there, but with your guys' help, as long as you find the main content interesting, then you're not going to mind if I take 3 seconds in every 10 minutes of saying, oh, also available at whatever I call the business. It's not going to be Martin's Games, but for reasons of waiting until the business takes off, we're going to call it Martin's Games. That sort of thing, I think can push the business massively as well. I've got 3 massive high schools in the town that I live in. I'm slap bang in between lots of areas and right at the end of the motorways. I'm in a good location. It's quite an affluent area as well, so the kids that are in high school, the parents are generally relatively well off, which never hurts with regards to a hobby, and the parents will probably love the idea of the kids not being on the street. So I feel it all works, it all feels good to me, but startup cost, as I say, is several tens of thousands of pounds to secure the property, to refurbish the property and kit it out, to get the initial stock in, everything else. And I really do value any feedback, even if you turn around and go, dude, bad idea, tried it, failed myself, don't do it, give it up as a bad job. That's fine, as long as you back that up with the reasons why it failed, or you give me something. Just saying, dude, you're a nutter, don't do it, that doesn't fly. So give me your opinions, and again, share this out to people within the community. And I'd like to get responses from people who haven't got stores and just what they think about it. Have you thought about doing the same sort of thing? Is it something that you're interested in? Can we bounce ideas off each other? Is it something you're in the process of starting up? Can we help each other out? There's no such thing as bad competition. If you're opening one up next door to me, then that might be an issue, but if you're opening one up in Cornwall, then you're not competition to me. You're perfectly acceptable. I need somewhere to play if I go on holiday. So let me know. But then store owners, let me know what you think, what you guys think. Those people who just do commission painting on the web and use YouTube, how much business do you really get off doing that? Is it lots? Is it something that your own website generates? Because I think, yeah, I could possibly run that. I'm no expert painter. You've seen the quality of my paintwork. It's, in my opinion, it's above tabletop standard, but it's nowhere near Golden Demon entry, unless I put stupid amounts of effort into it, which I generally don't. I paint quick, but to a good standard. You've seen the 9-day Tyrannid video, 1,500 points worth of Tyranids, built, primed and painted, including 6 monstrous creatures in 9 days. That's good. The Ultramarines, actual time invested in them, is probably only going to be less than a week, and that's to do 2 Storm Talons, a Rhino and a tactical squad. I can get through things quick, and that's where I'm coming from. But listen, I'm starting to ramble. I wanted to keep it short, and I haven't. I'm now at nearly 19 minutes. But please, 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 give me some feedback, guys. Ask other people, get them to watch the video, get them to subscribe, like, and comment. And again, thanks very much to everybody. I'm on 54 subscribers. When I hit 100, I'm going to do a 100 subscriber competition. I'll try and make it as fun as some of the other ones I've seen, but maybe a little bit different, and there'll be multiple prizes, blah, 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 blah. And at this race, I should be there in a couple of weeks, hopefully. But yeah, let me know, guys, and I shall see you soon. Bye now.